Satya Nadella, Microsoft CEO, thank you so much for joining us. As you know, we're doing the All Markets Summit. I kind of want to jump in with a question on just the general economic climate that you're seeing right now. Obviously, we're talking about rising interest rates, inflation. You know, one of the questions that we're asking a lot of the CEOs is whether or not they're seeing signs that we're going towards recession. I kind of wanted to get your thoughts on that.
First of all, it's great to be with you, Dan. And overall, we definitely see constraints in the macro environment that are leading to customers and everyone sort of essentially asking the question on how do we drive productivity? I mean, at some level, when we think about software and technology, this is in some sense showtime for enabling any company to be able to do more with less. And so when I think about even, let's say, what's happening with cloud migrations, right? Cloud migrations were super critical during the pandemic, even for resilience. And now, cloud, if you're not on the cost frontier of the cloud, then you're falling behind on productivity. If you're not on the efficiency frontier of cloud native applications, you're falling behind on productivity. If you're not able to use the hybrid work infrastructure to bring everybody to be able to sort of participate, collaborate inside the organization, you're falling behind. So this idea that everybody now needs to really, show the results of productivity, do more with less, whether it's the operating expenses and the leverage there, or even your capital efficiency. So that's what, in some sense, is, I would say, with all the macroeconomic headwinds, which I think all of us face, none of us are immune. The tailwind, at least we as a company have, is our ability to deliver these solutions. That, software is ultimately the biggest deflationary force businesses can use to tame all of the forces that are there for around inflation.
Well, that's something that I kind of want to touch on as well. Is Microsoft itself having to make adjustments? And then what kind of opportunities do you see in the current economic climate?
Yeah, the opportunity I see is for us to be able to take that entire stack, whether it's cloud infrastructure or the cloud native databases and application development or something like Power Platform, right? I mean, that's a great example of how you can involve everyone inside your workforce to help with automation and drive productivity up. And of course, everything that we're doing with Microsoft 365 and Teams in helping customers just really deal with what does productivity and collaboration look like in a hybrid work environment. So we are definitely seeing tailwind there. We are seeing share gains there. We feel very, very optimistic about our own ability to deliver value to customers and do well in the marketplace. But I think at the end of the day, even, by the way, that also applies to Microsoft. We are applying it ourselves inside, right? How can we be more efficient? And whether it's in our people operations or in our R&D, or whether it's in our finance and our supply chain. So I think you'll see us use, in some sense, take our own solutions and deploy them as efficiently as possible to drive productivity and leverage in operating expense and capital efficiency. Capital efficiency is another one. One of the things that I'm seeing a lot of businesses, I mean, take the energy crisis that we have, in particularly more acute in Europe right now. Multiple things, right? If you move to the cloud, by definition, you have the most efficient use of the scarce energy resource. Second, let's take a manufacturing plant. If you create a digital twin of a manufacturing plant, one of the benefits is you can make it more power efficient, right? Because you can do the simulation to do the power draw that's most efficient. In fact, you can reduce waste as well. So overall, things of that nature, I think, are going to drive up productivity.